if you told me a year ago that I would be sitting here creating a platform without touching a lick of code, I would have been a little incredulous. I knew that AI was there and I knew vibe coding was a thing, but it wasn't until Gemini launched with the 2.5 Pro preview. Oh, there's a notification. I have notifications on for my channels. By the way, thank you, Printer Prawn. Good to see you, at least virtually. And thank you, Pixels, for joining here. One of my first beta testers. Here's what's going on. So yes, I have been, as you very well know, posting to my arcade. And if you didn't know, as an aside, I just rolled out, I vibed a new design for my arcade. I'm now over 200 apps. And so I thought, okay, it's time for a refresh. I want to make sure I get the live stream links in there, upcoming events, teaching people and workshopping, giving away Amazon gift cards around vibe coding workshops, the sponsors, including Every, making it a little more easy to discover what has been created. I already had sorts, but now I've got a lucky button. I've got a highlight, section at the top, including being able to jump to another random one, just kind of serendipity. And then you can also search through the apps just by typing, and then it would narrow things down. So I was busy with that. That happened. This is not what I'm talking about, though, because everything here on my arcade was built with Google Gemini. Very simple, straightforward, single-page apps. But like many vibe coders, people who are creating apps, maybe even solo devs, indie devs, people who are creating things, on GitHub just for themselves and beyond, they've got their own websites, right? I've got Perillo.com, certainly. You probably have your own website. You're throwing things on your website. You want, why would you put it somewhere else? You want to put it on your own website. Maybe you're using GitHub pages. Who knows? But the problem is, I know what I'm creating. You might know what I'm creating, but nobody else does. There's no easy way for me to share or showcase what it is that I'm vibe coding with other people who might be vibe coding or uploading apps for a portfolio, specifically around very simple apps, maybe more complex. Who knows? They're vibe coders. I mean, maybe it's a simple calculator, but they don't know where to put it. They don't know where to link it to. They don't know who to show it to. So I knew about this platform called Mocha a while ago, and it was on my radar. I signed up for it, almost right away as soon as I heard about it, because it sounded very interesting to me. And for whatever it's worth, as I have also shared in the Discord server, I've got a referral link. Yeah, I love it, Vibe Deck. Yeah, you never know. I want to be careful about using vibe as any kind of foundation, because some people don't. They kind of, it's a turnoff for them to use the word vibe, but it's still very fresh. So I have not settled on a name for the platform that I'm building, but I believe I've settled on the platform upon which I'm going to build, and it's known as Mocha. Again, go through my link. You'll get 50 free credits. I'll get 50 free credits if you upgrade to a plan, and I think the first plan is like a $20 a month, or for so many credits. Then I get even more, which I'm asking because I'd like to continue to build this. I'm not just building this for me, but I'm building it for other co-travelers, other people who might be developing, maybe, like I said, a simple app. They don't know where to necessarily put it. They don't know where to promote. They want to keep it somewhere. They want to showcase it. They want to share it, but they don't know where to begin. And just even if they put it on their own website, nobody's visiting. Hence the need for basically a centralized directory of sorts, a social network, if you will. So as it says here, your vibe-coded apps deserve to be discovered. And so this is it. I'm going with this is the beta name. I don't think this is going to be the final name. I just needed something short. And as much as the webinars that we do, or the live streams around this, I've been going with ctrl+alt+create because it works. But I effectively last night, after talking with one of the sponsors, I said, I've been wanting to do this, create this, but knowing full well that with a lot of other experiences, there's a lot of roll your own, which is great. You know, if you're a dev and you're knee deep into something, you get a lot of control. You know, you use Claude, and on the desktop, you push to GitHub, you've got a repository, you use this for a database, you use that for this and this for that. And I'm like, dude, I mean, that would trip me up. I know it would trip me up. And here's why. Because I tried doing that with lockergnome.net and it worked kind of, but I could never get it to an MVP because I'm just not technical enough. And I've got to drive this thing, right? I've got to lead the charge. So I needed a non-technical, technical platform to help me get from point A to point B. If only, here's the thing, because I can export all this code. If only to build an MVP, if only to validate the concept, if only to see if other people would be interested in what it was that I was doing. And I think that's the premise behind a platform like Mocha. They just rolled out email integration and analytics, which is pretty cool. I mean, I was like, oh, cool. Because I was like, how am I going to integrate email? Oh, they're going to do it. Didn't really think about analytics, but it's, you know, something that's interesting. So either way, within 24 hours, I've got a very basic working version of this that you can start playing with. If I go here and copy out the link, I can paste it in chat. Not a big deal. There, you can see it on the screen. But let me save you a little hassle here. If you want to sign up, sure, kick the tires. Things are definitely not perfect. They are probably going to be broken, but I have already hammered through quite a few issues that I've run into with a great degree of ease, I would say. Some bigger problems that I know in trying something like this before, thinking through the simplicity of what it was that I wanted to do with this. I would like to eventually, and I don't think this is going to come immediately because they don't really have it baked into the system, the security model of allowing people to do like what they can on NeoCities. When you go to NeoCities or CodePen, you paste in a single page, web app, and then it's hosted on the platform. I'd like to do that. I'd like to get there. But the security model around that would require me connecting to Cloudflare workers and doing some stuff that I'm a little unfamiliar with. So I may end up pinging Logan. I'm like, hey, I need help. There's Logan right down there. But because they don't have that baked in. It's a security issue, right? And you would want that code to keep from, cross-site scripting issues running into those issues. You'd want all those hosted pages to be hosted on another domain, keeping them kind of sandboxed, siloed. And then effectively what would happen at that point. So right now I'm looking at the front page of the app. I'm not the only user who signed up. We've got Pixels here who signed up, and he pasted in one of his apps. He linked it. It's on Gemini. So you visit the project wherever it is in Micro Empire. So then you can start doing it. You can see it's on Gemini, right? Okay, so it's hosted on Gemini. So yes, you can link to Gemini. You can change your thumbnail, upload screenshots, so it's not just the default screenshot. Another cool thing that you can do already with this thing, if I go to my profile, let me show you. Oh, shoot. Okay, hang on. That's funny. Okay, I wonder. I ran into a bug, so I'm give me a perfect chance to show you a bug when viewing my profile log in.
You might also check the console, Chris. Like in the.
Oh yes. What is it? F12? No, F11.
No,
what is it? F10?
It depends on the browser. I don't know. I right click and then, it's.
There we go. Where would it be?
There, but you'd have to trigger the error again for the console.
Yeah. Oh, because I'm on the wrong page here. Let me go ahead and make it easy. Is there a keyboard short? Where's the keyboard shortcut for this thing? Fail to load the resource. Oh, I see. It's pointing to the wrong. It's pointing to the wrong link. Because it was originally creating projects, but it's actually got to be project. And potentially make a I know the bug. I know the issue. Nice. I can see it. It's so funny. But even in this brief time, in 24 hours or whatever, I feel like it's functional. Like you can go in the app, and let me close this. Well, could I pop it out? I don't want to stick it. Give me a tooltip. I want to like pop it out, but I don't want to dock. There we go. Pop it out. Perfect. That way I've got it on my desktop. Don't need to worry about it. You can follow people, and then it shows up. They show up on your network, right? Which is pretty cool. Search does work at a basic level, or should. If I do a search for RTS, there we go. So anything that may have been tagged RTS or had to do with, had that keyword, it shows up. Then you can go and visit the page. Yeah, I'm seeing I see the same errors because it's linking to the same issues. So let's see if it gets it comprehensively. But I'm seeing similar issues. You can leave questions and answers on the individual pages. If I go back to someone's profile, I can do like a guest book thing and leave a message on their console. You can see, if they've celebrated anything, or if they've endorsed anything, if they've left questions, if they've been recommended. And he has been recommended, so this data is not showing up. So I'm going to have to go in and say, hey, by the way, this data point is not necessarily working. So that's another bug that I see. But let's see if I can work through there.
Is there a checkpoint system? I know with some of the other ones we've tried, we got kind of into a loop, and I'm not sure how Mocha works. You
can restore.
Okay.
So it does automatically set checkpoints at every chat. And that's the closest I think it comes to rolling back. And I've had to do that a couple times. Can you now? So I can switch to chat mode. Can hence these sweep pages and make sure that project that links or URLs to projects is actually. Here, just a second. I think I saw the errors. No errors. What? There we go. Second.
And you might also, like, instead of with these sites, where you're not looking at the code and you're like, well, it's not pulling the data from the right place or whatever.
Right. I can look at the code. Okay. Yeah, I can look at the code and I can search. So I've got the ability to extract the data. I've got the ability to so I've got, look at this, Logan, you're gonna love this, development and prod, dev and prod,
different environments.
Isn't that great? Good. So I've got the database is baked in, everything, the tables. This is just my development, so I don't have any users in dev.
So is there a way to promote between the environments? I'm hoping.
Yeah, so you just publish.
Okay, got it. That
so
like a common pattern. So what you could ask it, Chris, is say, like, on this page we're not seeing data for this tab. What is the API? Like, basically ask it how many recommendations or endorsements, whatever it's called, how many recommendations, or I said it wrong again,
it's okay,
for this person, can you query the data and see if we're returning back a like non-zero number, right? And then like that will kind of direct it, like, oh, I need to go figure out why we're getting a 0 here, when like it'll query the database and be like, oh, I'm expecting 5 or 2 or whatever it is, right? So if you
I asked it, because I said, can you comprehensively sweep pages and make sure that links to URLs to projects is actually project where it needs to be? Like, it's catching, because it was linked,
getting the 404 on the API endpoints. Okay.
Yeah. So I know what it's doing. I mean, I know what the error is because I've run into it already. Like, it's done a decent job when creating the endpoints, but or at least I'll say this, a better job than some platforms where, it's like, oh, it's got the scaffolding, right? It's got the design, but it's not connecting to a database properly. I feel like Mocha could do a better job at making sure that, hey, if I'm creating this feature, make sure you create the endpoints, make sure you test it, make sure that all that happens, because otherwise I got to go back and fix it, right? It doesn't create the endpoints every single time, which is admittedly a little frustrating.
They need to use Fast API.
What's that?
They need to use Fast API.
Like Fast API?
Yeah, as a backend.
What's that?
So you just point it at a database and be like, okay, here's the API, and then have it basically builds an API from your data structure really fast.
So then all the connections are made.
Yeah, and then you just need, like, I'm just thinking like how would I make this product better if I worked for this company, right? So then you just need a really easy way to have your front end talk to that API that exists, and then basically you would have to build MCP server like with the API, and then like have your front end here be like, okay, well, go talk to the MCP server if you don't understand how to work with the API. So it's like the front end changes the database, and then like the Fast API thing happens automatically, and then that updates the MCP server, and then the front end can talk to the MCP server. That's how I would do it if I worked at Mocha. I think it would be a less kind of what we're, what's happening here, where who knows, it's probably building like a server-side API in JavaScript. So it's trying to do server-side stuff.
Yeah. I go into chat mode just so I'm not spending as many tokens.
So can we go look in the code and search for Zod?
Zod?
Zod.
Okay, give me a second.
I feel like Zod is like a cartoon villain name or something, something from Flash Gordon or something.
Zod? Nothing.
Yeah. Okay. So ask it, be like, hey, can you get Zod set up so that my backend is typed and my front end knows? Or can we go look at the code for the API? Sorry.
Yeah. If I go into would be source? No. Or data? Where would it be?
React. Yeah.
Here.
React.
No. There's no path for there's got to be a path for API somewhere.
Yeah. So maybe they are doing what I said they should do.
Okay. It's possible.
But their MCP to front end stuff is not working well.
Yeah. Or it's just not.
Ask
so
it
now.
How do we know what the types are on the API? Like, or what is our type set up for this project?
Okay. Give me a second. I gotta make sure this profile bug is squished before moving on.
Yeah. Don't.
I try to focus on like one bug or the other.
I don't know how the tool works. Like Claude, you can like queue up messages, and I think
you can't. You can't queue up here. And another thing, I would like to be able to see what it's thinking.
Oh, right. Yeah, like, what is it actually doing? Is it just spinning a hamster wheel, or is it is actually doing work?
Yeah, I mean, they've dumbed it down so well. And I think that's a great idea. And then I think being able to peel back the layers or almost like toggle like an advanced mode, right? That'd be great.
But yeah, like some models like take a while to. And sorry, it's out. My apologies. I'm not sick. It's like cedar season, like allergy season starting. And yeah. I'm
okay. So now, let me publish. Now you asked me to query how, what?
Our types set up for this project. Should we set up Zod? Do you know what the types are for the API?
And again, I'm in chat mode. You just toggle this little button here without making any kind of changes. But it's published. So now, theoretically, that page works and no errors. Yay! Just a second. I've got some errors. Oops.
So back before you started using Gemini for coding, Chris, did you ever think it was going to get this far?
Yeah, I would have only hoped. I would have hoped.
But I mean, in the beginning, when you started hearing about it,
look, recommended by Chris Perillo, Logan.
Okay,
so it worked.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was going to keep progressing like it did.
So check this out. The project has Zod and Hono Zod validator already installed. It's currently empty. Right now, type server defined inline throughout the app is TypeScript. No runtime validation for API endpoints. So it's giving me, it says, would you like to set up Zod schemas in the shared types file and add validation to the endpoint, API endpoints?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, please.
Isn't it great though, Logan? I mean, isn't this like I was when we were working on the lockergnome.net stuff. I mean, I remember I was like, dude, I think this is for me. I don't think for you. For me, an idiot, like this is going to allow me to prove a model fast. Like, is this going to be worth spending time and energy on? You know, is it going to be worth? And so I think this is a great way of kind of quickly validating something, you know, platform wise, you know, something a little bigger than, let's say, a single page app. Although you'll know what I was going to show everybody. It should work now. If I go to my profile, failed to load projects. Great. Not what I wanted to see. This, yeah. Wait a second. I got. How do I? I'm trying to copy and paste. Here, just. There we go. There we go. So it's adding Zod. So what is this going to do for me then?
It's you know, on the path towards like less bugs.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. So when it's passing objects around, it will know what types to expect.
Okay.
And so if it tries to pass a number and, you know, it's expecting a string, then it'll throw an error, and it'll provide it more information like on how the app works. Another good thing to some like magic words. I feel like I'm here. I need a wand, you know, like my magic. Oh, I got a cat toy. Will that work?
There we go. It's a magic wand.
So another magic wand word is structured logging. Can you add structured logging to this application? And that will it knows like, okay, I need to add a logger, not just like console.log, And for TypeScript, there's a couple of different ones that you use. Winston is a good one. And then
what would I use here though? If anything,
like you may not see the logs like on the server side, but if they built this well, which I think they did, I hope they did, like it'll hide that information, but it'll still be useful, is what I
right.
Yeah.
Wait.
So there'll be like less when it comes time to
what would I query to know whether or not that's something that would be valid here in the in this environment?
If structured logging is set up?
Yeah.
Go look at the package.json file in that app directory and see. I can tell there's
it's okay to show, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So it's got Zod right there, unfurl, no linting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is linting.
Yep, ESLint.
So theoretically, it could be added for a dependency.
Yeah, so it looks like it. I don't think it has logging set up, a logger set up.
And but here's my question. Would this system be able to use that in terms of what it is that it's doing?
Where is it running?
It's in on their side. It's all
no, but
basically
I know. But like, do you know like where is it on? So how they are running it? Your logger, your server side logger is going to vary greatly. So you may not be able. So if it's running in a container,
which it probably is,
you log differently than if. So go back to the code. I saw Wrangler. So if it's using Cloudflare, I don't know if the whole thing is on Cloudflare. Wrangler is a Cloudflare worker.
Oh yeah, see right there, Cloudflare. Yeah. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
So if it's on Cloudflare, then the logger.
Yeah, there's Wrangler. Yeah.
What logger should we use for Cloudflare? I wrote my own logger, but I feel bad like promoting my own stuff, and it's
I don't know if it's whatever's going to help the most in terms of building this thing and getting it, from point A to point B, and minimizing errors or having it understand kind of what's going on as it's going on. Otherwise, I got to play kind of stupid and go back and forth and say, yo, like this isn't working. That's not working. And I know that as I'm changing things, I am going to break things, right? Because I am doing things that like, oh, I know, I think I know why that was broken and we need to correct that. It's hung up somehow on project and oh, let's hit restart here. See if I need to fix it. So I'm guessing I'm restarting the development environment here. There we go. Okay, that worked. Okay, theoretically, now let's push. And then everyone gets the update. And then you just basically have to, if you're doing it while I'm doing an update, you basically have to do a hard refresh. And then it'll catch up on, any kind of fixes that I would have pushed down the pike. This is it. I mean, this is like, this to me is, it's fascinating. It works. Okay, so we're going to refresh here. Whoa, I'm getting a...
All right, I gotta consult Obsidian.
Weird. I'm copying down some errors that I'm running into, but first I wanted to... Oh my god. Oh yeah, it's still the same issue that I was running into. Okay, so now we're gonna
That's what.
paste all that in there. Okay, so again, that's all I'm doing is trying something, adding something, doing, updating. I'm not even adding at this point new features until I've got another thing I would be curious about is testing. Because I've asked it, like make sure it works, and I think it's taking screenshots in a virtual container environment, like where it's taking like these virtual shots, but like beyond that, it's not. I can't see what it's seeing. And it looks like it introduced another bug on the homepage too when I was loading it. Something that I think I fixed, but since we're adding other things, theoretically, it's not going to make things worse. Sometimes when it comes to like tweaking and modifying, sometimes I've learned that out of the box is probably the best. Of all those years I used to tweak things, I'm just like, I'm done. I don't want to tweak anything anymore.
Yeah. You're like, all right, I just want it to work.
But like I said, even having it where I can share a link to where people can go and sign up and start posting. What I was trying to show is that you can import using a key, you can import your GitHub projects, and it'll import your GitHub projects. Or I give like a JSON schema, and so if you had I know all my apps are here, you can create a JSON file and upload that, and it would pull in the data that way too. So I've given two different abilities for having users import what it is that they've created, and instead of just here's the link and then type the title and blah, blah, which is fine too. But some people would rather do it en masse. Like Lord knows, to load my 200 apps, I need to do it en masse. I'm like, okay, I need to solve this problem for me. I'm guessing I need to solve that problem for other people too.
So can we go look at the package.json again? I need to know if it's Hono for sure. Okay, Hono, yeah. Okay, so Hono has its own logger.
Okay.
Let's say, can you set up Hono logger and add logging where it makes sense?
Can you set up Hono logger and add logging
where it makes sense?
Where it makes. And the reason for this is, give me context.
So that when an error does happen, it will be able to understand where the errors, what's breaking, and it'll be able to troubleshoot faster. So a good thing when adding the logging is make it controlled via an env. I don't know if you have the ability to control environment settings.
I've got the ability to enter keys on the back end.
I mean, I don't know if you
but I don't know if I've got it.
Share it on.
Yeah, no, I don't have any keys right now. But I don't know if I've got any .env files.
Sometimes it's a .env, but it could just be in the GUI. Sometimes you'll have if in your hosting platform or whatever, you can set up the environment variable. So if it's running in Cloudflare, you can go into Cloudflare and just be like, okay, I want to make this value or set up this variable, and then here's the value. But so it's not actually creating a file. It's it's an environment variable, in Windows. How you can set up your path variable or environment variables. It's that, but for the application itself.
So I'm not going to ask it where to put it. I'm just going to ask it to turn it on. But right now I'm trying to get through these other errors before I go there. specifically like the profile page not loading, and it looks like a couple of 404s too. Look, I'm encountering issues using certain tools. Let me try a different approach to fix the endpoints causing 500 errors on profile pages. And it's think. So you don't know. You can't see the reasoning, which is what I'd appreciate, I think, just knowing it. And by the way, Leemaka. I've not tried OpenClaw. Logan and I have been going back and forth. I mean, I think I've got a good use case for it.
Yeah, we'll have to try it here soon. I don't have a box set up for you that you can.
Well, I think it's all going to be virtual. I don't know if I need to. I don't want to deal with a box. For me at least.
Yeah, do a VPS. Or...
There's some placeholder text that's just really weird.
Where is the terminal? Is that the chat, or is there like another terminal? Oh, this is Mocha. Yeah, Mocha.js is not Mocha's platform, right? What is this thing? How do you spell it? Git Mocha?
Yeah. Yeah, Git Mocha. Or just gitmocha.com, or use my referral link. We both get credits. Okay.
Docs.
Some of these bugs are probably my fault, admittedly. I've got what I need here to paste into as soon as I'm set up the Hono logger. Yeah, I don't know what this your website URL preview image ping. It's like a placeholder. Like, I don't even know how the hell that got into the code apart from a starting point, like a generic in the template. Because I'm like, I don't know what that is. I didn't ask for that. So that's me. I do like the fact that it does give me a to-do list. And for the most part, it's okay. It hasn't updated the to-do list in a bit, but like that's the problem, is it's inconsistent with that to-do list and like what it did, etc. Yeah, the 404 may not have killed it, but like, yeah, there's an internal server error for projects. Yeah, there's something there's a disconnect that wasn't happening earlier. Now, this is it, like it's a car, but this is basically what I've been doing. I was up till like 2 a.m, like hammering. I'm like, okay, let me see if I can get it. Just keep massaging it to the point where it's like, okay, is it ready for me to even share? I wasn't even comfortable with sharing the URL, like until I was like, okay, this is not. I'm using it, and it wasn't broken when I was using it, but of course now that we're lifting a few things around, then it breaks. Yeah, indeed, good times. Welcome to vibe coding. I have been, the other thing that I was doing, I've done a lot since uploading the latest array of things to the arcade. I've got like 10 new ones. Some visualizations here.
That's cool. I like that.
It's a blob. You go flying through it and everything. So and you can pan around. It's like so it's like a 360 blob thing. This one's fun. So it's ASCII art cat eyes. And if you click it, you might be able to hear it like purr. And then it's like when you keep the laser pointer there, its eyes will like thin and get nervous. If you zap its eye, it'll hiss. If you zap it 3 times, it'll cry. Isn't that great? Or you can make it sneeze if you tap the invisible nose. You can randomize the design. You can see the fur. It was just something stupid. I saw someone post like ASCII cat eyes. I'm like, I wonder if I could make an app. And then I kept iterating. And so it's just like, okay, so this is going to be in the arcade soon. Found a visualization that does the what do they call it? Synthwave from way back in the day. Although this synthwave, if you double click it, it'll give you different design options and visualizations, colors, and what have you. Which is pretty wild. Yeah. I made yeah, so that took a bit to kind of get around. I'm also starting to put like a question mark thing, question mark icon in there to not just link back to other things, but to make sure whoever needs to get credit for something gets credit for it. Okay, here we go. Profile editor. Okay. Okay, so theoretically, let's push. So that one was made. This one was a fun one too. You can also pan around. You're following. It is a specifically, let's see here, a Menger sponge fractal. Menger. So when you click the page, you change all sorts of variables like color, speed, etc. But you can also, pan around. It's pretty wild. Fun. Fractals are amazing. Laser cursor is a bookmarklet. So what this does is if you drag, you configure the cursor the way you want it. Let's say you want to cross. Then you drag the laser cursor button to your bookmarks bar, and then it becomes, when you open it on a page that you're able to open it on, this thing will follow your cursor around. Or you can set it to randomize. So if you set it to randomize, it'll just be a random color and shape every time you do it on different pages. It's something stupid, but it's a bookmarklet. So laser cursor now exists.
Fun.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Okay, we've pushed. Nope, failed to load projects. Load projects on a profile page. That's the error. I gotta focus on that before I get back to that front page double blinking. Totally vibe coded screensavers. Yeah.
Back when Windows was good.
Yeah, in the Mac. Way back when. I tried doing like toasters, and it didn't turn out the way that I wanted them to. Here's another visualization that I found, like a lava lamp. So this is you can configure it. And like with every visualization, you can basically, I have certain things that are always the same, including now exporting and importing settings, which kind of helps with troubleshooting and setting defaults. Auto advance, exporting, like once you have, like, let's say I like that shot, I can just export 4K and it saves like as a wallpaper. That's in pretty much every one of my visualization apps. This one's fun. This one took me a while to get to where I wanted it. Magnetic poetry. That, yes, you can also export with different options like music, travel. Like, they had different genres of things. And then you scroll through the list down here. Works well on mobile. You can scatter them randomly. You can sort A through Z or by like the word type, or like set our ass is still on a president it get Know anyone of coin? The gently information meet in alone. That was it. That was the vibe coded poetry selected from the words out of finance. So this will be going, the magnetic poetry app will be going up soon.
You remember the pipes one that I did for the screensaver?
Yeah. That was a lot like the pipes. I did a bigger one, and I think you did a different one. This is, I don't know, this is like a simple one, like the meeting cost calculator. So you enter in like Chris, who is worth, let's say, $100 an hour, and Logan, who's worth $200 an hour, and Pixels, who is worth like $300 an hour. And you can add another victim if you want, but then you start the clock at the beginning of a meeting, and it'll tell you how much money you were spending in this. We've already spent $1. We've already spent $1 worth of time in this meeting cost calculator. Just stupid, but like, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, why not? I'm sure this is easily done by anybody. Here's another wild visualization.
We should start calling this the all hands, the locker gnome all hands. Meetings.
All hands, yeah, stand up.
Yeah.
So Other Oceans is another generative app. It's got like water and this distant sun, like it's on another planet. You can zoom and pan. Of course, change options, take a screenshot, export, auto advance, change the speed and everything. This was another one that was pretty cool. Like, again, watery. I found a few water-based, water-like models out there. Change color, direction, etc. So kind of fun. This was 100% scratch. This was not based on a formula. I'm sorry, I'm just checking. It pings you. Needs a louder sound. This was 100% scratch.
Oh, yeah.
Can you believe that? I made fire! So, this took a bit. Not as long as I thought it would take, but it works. You can click it, get different colors, change all sorts of settings if you want, like the rise speed, the amount of turbulence, vertical bias, reach, opacity, even the white threshold. There's your palette. You can even add, look at this. Look, you won't be able to hear it, but you can turn on a pop and crackle sound. So, yes, you've got the roar of a fire in your browser. This is what I'm pretty proud of here. So that's Pyroclastic. That'll be going up in my next updates. Found another formula. This one is, again, based on a fractal, but it looked like a snake skin. So I call it snake spin because you're kind of spinning around. Another wild visual. And yes, you can pan around, move around. This is another water visual, but more of an oceanic. So you can scroll out and you see the curve or go flat. But these are water planets. So now you can generate water planets. And again, with every one of these things, you can export 4K. I'm like, someone's going to want that. Okay, we'll just make it easy for them to export. So those are some of the things that I was working on if I wasn't doing all this stuff. Fix all SQL queries, selecting deprecated custom image URL, use custom as primary. Still exists in the database for backwards compatibility. Now use the project image tables instead. Should resolve the 500 errors on profile pages. Okay, so let's push. I almost want to set up that logger now. If it's not working still.
Yeah, it might be a good time to do it.
Let me see what's happening here first.
Is it working on the 500 still?
Hang it. No, it wasn't. Yeah.
It's like I think it's funny that we when we first started, building for the web, we would the joke was like, oh, you got to update, fix things in production, so you go on the server and not everybody was using Git, version control,
or SVN.
Or SVN was, when it first started, it was
predated,
There's still some places using some other weird ones that probably no one remembers. But anyways, so you would use FTP, and you would go edit, the files on production. Well, now, we're essentially doing the same thing now. It's just you're editing files on production and then just using AI to
check.
Deploy.
I guess, I could sign into a Google account here too. It's not a big deal. Before pushing. It's installing Hono right now.
Sweet.
Yeah, a Kanban, bad Kanban board simulator.
Yeah.
Why not? Let's do it, Logan. Create a. You see what you come up with. Create a single page app that's a bad Kanban board simulator. It's on fast. Let me switch to Pro. It's been throttling differently lately. Hey, Nari Bunny. Oh no, I didn't know that, Nari Bunny. That sucks. Dang it. Let's see here. Bad Kanban board sim. Do I want to give it? I have a construct for how I do how I build things. So I've got a copy and paste.
Yeah. It looks like Pixels built a card, the score screen for solitaire simulator.
Oh, funny. That's great. Oh, you crashed out.
I'm trying to get it to wipe the board.
What was your one shot? Well, just say blank it out. Didn't they do all the cards though, not just the aces?
This is doing all the cards.
Is it?
Yeah.
I saw the ace. Oh, I see 4, but it says 4 or 8, but there's only one symbol on it. I see what I'm seeing. That's an interesting one shot. The way it used to be, nostalgia.
I always thought that end screen was just kind of interesting to look at, so just wanted to see if I could recreate it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a fun idea.
It's still working. Updating, working. Updating, working. This is why it's good to have multiple tabs open. Bad Kanban board simulator.
Answer to your question though, the very first one that I prompted in was just make a solitaire win screen.
I think I could have clarified the bad Kanban on my side, because I think it's making it just unusable as opposed to just crappy data.
Can you highlight the most recent comment? I think that's we should talk about that for a second.
Where is it?
Yeah, that
one. No doubt.
Yeah, how often are you writing the spec, in Gemini and be like, okay, you're give me just give me that in Markdown, and then dropping that in somewhere.
Yep. I have, Lord knows.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see how that works too. the was this what you were thinking, Shane? Otter's Danger Den? Like, this is a very bad Kanban.
Well, I had the idea, but I mean, he just said like, there a PM like move the task into the wrong sprint.
Yeah. This is more like just an absolute mess. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I also want to point out that I was using fast for the solitaire thing the entire time.
Fast?
Yeah, the fast option down here instead of pro.
Oh, nice. The model.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Looks to be about our current board. And you can zoom in. Urgent bug, MVP, leverage robust.
I think I would build it where it's more like Trello or something like Trello UI, and then you try to like move the item and to the next sprint, and it never goes. Like it's like a purposely frustrating. You're like, no, I want to move it, and then then it moves it, but then it also moves another one, or you're like, oh, and then you move it back, and then it's like this endless you can't get it correct game. Yeah, I think that would be funny. Like right now, it doesn't look like a Kanban board. It's just like a post-it note thing. I mean, I guess you could do Kanban, like
I'm having it iterate. But by the way, Hono is still getting set up. Added comprehensive error logging to your app. Hono Logger tracks all requests, critical endpoints, detailed error logging with try-catch blocks. When errors occur, you'll see console logs identify the operation user error details, making debugging much faster. So now what you're saying is in my console, I should see better errors.
It helps in the client side, but also helps on the server side. So
okay, great.
Yeah.
Let me add that to my notes. I've got like 3 note apps open. What did we install for the API endpoints? Zod?
Yeah, for the types. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Zod helps with there's a couple different options, but I think Zod's pretty common for TypeScript types.
Yeah. Rebooting. We didn't change anything, so I added the a second. I also friend this error. Oops. Dang it. What? Okay, did not. Where the hell? Oh, there we go. There we go. Let me get a screen cap of the profile page. It is multimodal. Yay. Please, someone use my referral link and pay to upgrade, because then I get more credits. then I'll never sleep again. Oh, there we go. So that's more traditional Kanban. It's jittery. Let's see here.
I mean,
Cars.
This almost makes me think you could do like a connect for Kanban. You know, like make it.
Oh yeah, shoot. Yeah, it's pretty funny. You can zoom in. Leverage synergy.
Leverage dark mode. The retro.
I need to do the retro. So I think, let's see here. I've got, so there's this slipperiness, card count, visual jitter, background, card scale, dark mode cards. Wait, hang on. What are the labels? Blocked, review, doing, to do. This is a bad Kanban. I'm making bad Kanban, no doubt. Yeah, if you go over to my arcade, oops, wrong page. If you go over to my arcade, yes, tons of games. Tons and tons. You can sort it by the latest. Elevator Agent was a recent one based on our last event that we did, virtual event. Next virtual event coming up February 19th. Orbit Defender like Zuma, Vectera Command. Yeah, there's a few. In fact, you can even sort by, how many games have I done? 52. Toys are just kind of visual fun. Tool. Oh, actually, retro render needs to be moved from toys to tools.
I like the Zuma one. It was pretty cool. We talked about that one last time, I think.
Yeah, I got it. I did a bug fix on it, but yeah. Sometimes I miss bugs and then I'm like, oh, I gotta fix that. Okay, here we go. Homepage twice. Pushing to prod. And everybody, if you want to test this too on your end, I've got the link I can share with you. I've got to share it with other people I know too, but theoretically, I can get into my profile. No, dude, you're so many problems. Oops. Yeah. You are still not nailing this problem, and I can't load my profile. I want, oops, that's Gemini. We go back to Nomi's. There we go. Front page loads just once. Fix that. I'm going into chat mode just to see what it does here. Go back to the bad Kanban.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
It just
That's awesome. That's perfect. You never get it in the right one. Oh, it's actually working some of the time.
yeah. It can never be dragged to the right column. Corporate gibberish engine. Iterate on frictionless learnings. Reorg the disruptive metrics. Action the learnings vis-a-vis the client. Action the user journeys offline. Pack the scalable learnings. We need to sunset the ecosystems. Look, we even have we have even IDs. Look at this.
Yeah.
I actually did try to make Lemmings one time, and it did not work well. But it was like
Lemmings.
6 months ago.
That's a bigger game.
Yeah, it's pretty complicated.
See, I need to check the server logs to see the exact error message. I see the problem. Discuss mode currently enabled. Okay, run a request. You don't have the user in dev environment, but it's assumed to be any user. Understood. It's not a simulator. If it occasionally works, I'm removing the probability check entirely.
A simulator.
If I tried to go and remake Lemmings now, it might work a little better because, like I said, that was like 6 months ago.
And you can also download a wallpaper that exports it entirely. I don't think anyone needs that. So I'm going to take that feature out. Bad Kanban. Bad Kanban. Anything else for the bad Kanban?
We could maybe there's like, I don't know, like you eventually there's some way that you could drag it into the right column, but then it pops up a message like basically like there's like a way to force it, and then so you got to do the force, but then it says now renaming your task or something, and then your task disappears. So you're like, wait, well, it changed it for you. When it finally works, it doesn't work, you know?
Yeah. I've been having problems with images on this thing for a bit. I was troubleshooting left and right with images earlier, and it still seems to be that's the root of it. Project images, and I don't know why. It just totally threw it a curveball. Yeah, on Mocha.
As you see right now, I'm working on Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, nice.
Uh-oh, I'm dead. They got me.
Missing closing brace in the worker code. That would do it. That might fix I feel confident about that. Uh-oh. As soon as I stomp one, another one pops up in its place.
It's whack.
Hey, Tony. Yeah, it is. But you know what? It worked. It's working. Like, I will say this is a hell of a lot further than I expected to get. I'd rather spend my time. I mean, so this is the thing. And I had this conversation with Lindy from one of our sponsors yesterday. It's easy to launch a platform, super easy. That's not the thing. It's maintenance that you got to remember.
Yep.
Well, you just let the AI do it eventually.
Maybe. I think the human has to build the maintenance pipeline before we can, create like a reusable maintenance pipeline. Like some human has to design it.
Sure. I think I may have put too many ghosts in this game.
I got an infinite loop on Zed today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I was like asking it, Gemini, it was like Zen, wrapper around Gemini. Zen is what they call like their, wrapper around the API that Zed maintains. The Zen, I think that's the name of it. But it started outputting the thinking code like directly in the conversation, and then it's like it wouldn't, it couldn't break out of the thinking code loop. Yeah.
So I think this is ready to ship. Like,
cool.
I've got the everything I might have wanted, unless we're missing something.
No, that's great.
All right, here we go. Profile page, bulk import, project update, endpoints are still referenced during deprecated columns. They were removed when we switched up. Okay, that's where I quote unquote screwed it up. So if you upload a thing, I allowed you to change it or to add more than one screenshot. That was my mistake. Like, that's what threw everything off. As soon as I said upload more than, allow the user to upload more than one image, like more than one screenshot, which seems reasonable. It just blew everything up.
Yeah, you got to get the data model right.
Here we go.
Stuff like that would require a migration, Chris, is like if you go from, because like on the database side, if they're storing the image in the same table as like the data, you have to move or the link to the image, like say it's like, oh, the image is stored in this bucket or something, right?
Yeah.
Well, if that's in the same table as the rest of the data, well, how do you add another image? Or, and then like, well, how do you add 5 more images? Like, so what you have to do is you have to set up an images table and then have
right. And that's what it did, but it didn't migrate fully from just a single image.
And so
let's see if I can even see my profile yet. Yay, I can see my profile. No one's left me a comment on it, so I don't see my console. But look at this. So if I go to add project, oh wait, I need to add it into the add project dialog. Edit. Okay, so add project I need to add the import import GitHub or JSON importer here, because you can add it by a project URL. Oh, there we go. Import projects. So you can get your GitHub token with a link, or a JSON file with the taxonomy there, or the fields. There we go. It's there. So add project, import projects. You can even see analytics, which is broken at the moment. I will come back to that because it's not critical.
There you go. I sent you a comment.
Oh, did you post a comment? Oh, it showed up. Look at that.
Cool.
I can delete it, or I can flag you. I'm not going to do that, but look at that. It as you scroll, then the guest book scrolls too, and then they get credit. Like if you click them, then you go over to their page, right? So the idea is you get to discover other people. There's a few UI things that I definitely want to work through, but give me a second. I want to see how this is going to work. Okay, that worked. But see, I can leave a message on the console, guest book. Although I'm seeing a layout error when I go to mine. There's a layout error where his emerging tag, because he's like a new user, but he was recommended. So on my network tab, I'm recommending one. So the idea is like you can see not just who I'm following. Okay, that's not a big deal. But like, yeah, dude, I totally like this guy. You gotta check him out. I'm absolutely recommending. Or who's actually recommending this person? Not just followers. It's not about follower count to me. It's about recommendation and recommending, because that's reputation, right? It's follower counts, not as much. So I need to change that layout. Oh, Mac and Josh, Mr. DJ himself. I'm sitting here vibe coding here.
Looks like my analytics is not showing up.
Yeah, analytics is currently broken. I need to fix that. I got my profile to load. That was the thing that was like snagging for like a half hour. And then it's like on to the next.
Just created an app to show you where you're at.
Well, I'm definitely interested in more people kind of testing. Because getting, and then again, if you run into a problem, I haven't set up the admin dashboard yet. I mean, there should be endpoints for it, but I haven't actually gone through it yet. But if you click the bug, it'll take a screenshot. You describe the issue and what do you expect to happen, and then you submit the bug report. The cool thing is, theoretically, when I see that on my dashboard, I can see who submitted it, where, when, all that stuff. But when I fix it, or when I see it's fixed, I should be able to check it, and then it sends them. Or it should. Haven't tested all this shit yet. If you go to notifications, I should be seeing. Even on notifications, I should be seeing a couple things. One, Pixels gave me a comment, and so that should have showed up in my notifications. But then if I fix a bug, it should get pushed into the user's notifications. So they're going notifications. Oh, the bug that you ran into here was fixed. So they get, you see, I've kind of built that the virtuous cycle of fixing the bug, but also addressing. And theoretically, when I get to that point, I'm not there yet. One stage at a time. Right now, I can sign up users. You can follow. You can recommend. You can upload your portfolio. Import from GitHub. I mean, so the basics are kind of there. I'm not yet where I feel like if it's an MVP, this is going to be a very slow, but it's working. You can go there and actually use it.
Here's another bug. Apparently I can't edit my profile.
What?
Says it failed to update profile. Please try again.
Okay. User running into failed to update profile. Give me a second. Let me go here. Let me try me. Edit. Chris Perillo, nerd. Okay. Save changes. Oh, bad.
Okay, I was specifically changing my display name.
Doesn't matter. It was any error.
It didn't error for you though, right?
I think it did.
Yeah, it did. It was a browser-based modal, so I'm telling it not to do that. Let's see if I ran into. Let me check my console here. I swear to God, there was a keyboard shortcut for it, but.
So what plan are you on, Chris?
I'm just on. I had to upgrade because I ran out of credit. I ran out of monthly credits. I'm on the middle one.
The silver.
And there's the error.
Yeah.
I am kind of curious. This is your website URL. I gotta figure this out. So if I go into code and search, where is it? There's no matching file. Like it's somewhere. It's getting called somewhere. Where is it?
This is the task, the to-do list. Yeah. So can you highlight the other comment?
It's just searching files. I need to search within the files. What?
Pixels and I are your QA department.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're here live troubleshooting it with you.
That's the other thing. Like I want to be able to invite a teammate to work. So that I want them to be able to work on the project, and I can't send an invite to the project. So like, I'd say, all right, well, have at it. Right. And so you'd be able to jump in on a project and go. I'm not going to worry about UI glitches right now. I will come back to them unless it's really annoying me. Then I will okay, this needs to be fixed. There are some things that I see. I'm like, yeah, I would do that differently. But I will tell you this is light years, just not a year later, 6 months later or so, from the platform I used to get the code for LockerGnome.net without naming names.
Yeah. Don't drag the other company.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
No names. No names will be named.
Well, hey, I mean everything's improving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Dramatically, night and day. Okay, so I'm gonna.
It's kind of.
So I mean, hell, it doesn't even matter that they were bad before. Everything's rapidly improving.
Yeah. I mean, what was it? Yeah, the whole thing might have changed in 6 months, but yeah, the Valentine's Day related service.
There we go. See multiple issues. Profile update failing with browser alert. Broken projects endpoint returning 500. Invalid image URLs still being loaded. Missing accessibility attributes on dialogues. Profile update error. User browser. And the backend validations returning generic 400 without details. SQL query issue in the endpoint. Profile page loading projects with placeholder domains. Endorse button also uses browser alerts. I don't want browser alerts. I want inline.
Post notifications. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, that's toast means inline.
Yeah, toast. I know. Yeah, I know what a toast is.
Okay.
Like because it's some of the errors that it was throwing into a toast. I'm like, that's great. That's helpful. But it just didn't. It hasn't been giving me enough. It'll just say failed. I'm like,
yeah.
What failed? Like, where did it fail? Okay, that was.
I should make a Toast UI library, and it'll be called Butter.
I can't believe it's not Toast. That's
Yeah. There you go.
All right, let's see here. I published.
Okay, I just put my next one up.
And then, hang on, let me try to go to edit, nerd.
Row. Object.
That's fine, I got a Toast. Profile page still throwing back in error. Saving, ending, profile, saving. Dive deep into your error box. There we go. Paste the text from the console. It didn't give me any specific error, just said object. Okay. Error updating profile, error object. Field name mismatch. Oh, that's why when it originally set up the this is so funny to me. Like, this is hilarious. It said, oh, I'm going to give user social profiles. And it said Twitter. I'm like, oh, but it's not Twitter, it's X. So it updated the Chrome, it updated the front end, but with a mismatch on the back end. That's what the problem is. It's just, oh my God, it's just so funny to me. I mean, I understand why, but it's like, this is something I can't wait for these tools to get better at catching. Or
Yeah.
I'd say make sure, or when I do this, make sure it updates on the front end and the back end.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, you would hope that they want to make a better tool, right? Like the tinfoil hat in, you know, wearer of me is like, do they have some toggle or something, you know, like do they have like some version of their back end that, like, when they want you to burn tokens, they're like, oh, put them on the one that, you know, like always has like
Yeah,
or whatever. I'm gonna burn a bunch of tokens, and now they got to upgrade.
yeah.
And then once you get on the next level or whatever, you know, then it's like, oh, surprise, everything's working again.
Everything. Well, I will say this:
are fixed.
there is a max plan, ideal for complex tasks, or the default plan. So you can, but it's I already know it's going to burn more.
Yeah.
Okay, let's publish. I wonder when it publishes it just pushes the individual pages that it updated or everything. I can't imagine it doing everything. It'd just be so wildly inefficient. And this is how I know I would be even more screwed if I was using like Claude or something like that. I would be even more screwed. Okay, edit. Eek, nerd. Oops.
I think you can handle cursor, or I mean, you've worked in anti-gravity a bunch, right? A bit?
No, I haven't. Not yet.
Like cursor allows you can see the UI. Like you can see, you know, like it looks sort of like this. They're trying to build this like into the actual cursor app where you can see the page and like you
Pac-Man can clone.
Build it.
Wait a minute, why am I not seeing his image? This is a new.
I haven't tried windsurf. Big Cheeky is recommending windsurf. I mean, like I could see that. You know, the way that agent mode or agent manager in anti-gravity, like if windsurf is anything like that, then yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be, Chris, it would be fun to do some more of these streams where like Chris tries different apps.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm down.
And
I am down.
And I can like try to like explain it or help you through it, you know. It's just hard to, you know, having this layout is super good, I think, for the streams where you can see the agent discussion
doing its thing.
But
yeah,
you can also see the output, right?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm here's what I'm worried about with cursor, windsurf, even anti-gravity. Burning through money, you know, and like very quickly. And I know I can keep an eye on it, but like biting off way more than I can chew. So
yeah, you have to be a bit careful in cursor for sure.
With any one of them, you know, I know my limitations.
Yep. I think why anti-gravity would be a good thing for you to try is because it uses your Google account.
Yeah.
You know, and you're already on Pro or whatever, you know, so.
Which, I mean, I'm like, do I upgrade to Ultra? Do I need to?
I mean, you could vibe if you're on Ultra, you could vibe all day in anti-gravity and not have a problem.
This is where I wish I could open up a second window or a chat.
So just in my game here,
have it run.
Disgraced mayor.
What Pixels? What are you saying?
My people don't like my my mayoring skills.
Oh, are you doing like a Sim City?
Yeah.
I was testing some using not, I don't know, is it local or I was running an AI model, like a small not Opus, not Olama, but it was like one that was good for search embeddings and running it in a Docker container so that I could trying to experiment with how to do semantic search, you know, where it reads a bunch of markdown files and then tries to like store the search embeddings so then you can query it and learn more about that. But I haven't tried like local models for programming. My opinion, I guess, on like you need like $10,000 to cash to burn to have like a really big enough like system, you know, a bunch of Macs or Mac Studios or something, right? Or Mac Minis, or like you need a lot of money and a lot of cash to burn, and it's still not as good as like the remote models. There's so much more to it though, like COD code, open code, amp code, like you know, codecs, like all of these like harnesses around the remote models. Like there's all this work that's being done into the harness around the raw output, and the harness is what is the sticky part. and I don't know. I mean, maybe open code will get there, and maybe it's already there. I don't know, but
I think it's a matter of time, not a matter of if, but when.
Yeah,
You
just need a lot of computing power to run the really powerful models. And in the smaller models are just approximations of the bigger ones. Like you can output a bunch of junk, but like, is the junk useful? You're just gonna, it's like a good way to waste your time. Is what these like small little, you're like, well, I can only afford a $5,000 Mac Studio. Well, what can I fit on it? And then it's like, okay, well, it's fun to experiment and try, but doing actual real work, the remote models, if you don't want to waste your time, I don't think we're there yet on local models.
It's a lot of wait. It's a lot of hurry up and wait. Like, okay, gotta wait. Okay, so I think the front page works too. Yes, front page works fine. It's great. Wait for the everyone rush to think. Yeah, I know when things are working, no doubt. Like, yeah, look at that, it's working. Woo!
It does feel good when it works.
Yeah, no doubt.
Chris,
Said it did
know
it.
about the HTTP status dogs?
The what?
If you type in http://statusdogs.com.
HTTP status dog.
Yep. So these are like API response codes. So like,
Yeah. That's funny.
So it gives you like a visual, like this is what you can expect.
This is what it is. Yeah. Oh, except there's a puppy. Okay, hang on, it's back. Said it did. It didn't. Oh, shit. It didn't have to do. This is why I should have do I have another, I don't know, I got another shader, right? Any other quick stupid apps that were in my head in Gemini before I run it. I mean, of course, I'll always run out of flipping.
So there, if you type in, there's one that's specific to cats. So
I saw there was a link in the. I saw the link.
Okay. http.cat.
That's funny. It's the way the internet used to be fun like that.
Right.
And just thinking. I know I'm going to run out of credits tonight. I already know. That's what I'm saying. The old fun internet. That's what I'm trying to bring back. That's, in fact, when I rebranded this, is like it says up there, the internet used to be fun. Creating these apps to bring back a sense of playfulness and bringing it back to software. It's just the idea. Just like, oh, why not? Because we can. It's like a perfect use case for vibe coding, right? No one's gonna, this is my biggest. Yeah, this I'd say is my biggest attempt at something. It's gonna cost something.
So the tokens refresh on a monthly basis?
Yeah, a month. But you pay, right? Or you pay to upgrade.
That's how they get you.
I know. Or you get referrals, right? You're like, because I'm already at basically the middle 50 a month, and I'm like,
do they give a? I mean, you maybe can't show it on stream or whatever, but is there like a usage area?
Yeah. You can see your tokens left.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I know Chanex, bro? Yes. Do we interact? No. Wait. I need to, you know what? I need to think of something else to create in Gemini. I've done a ton of the shaders. So I don't know about jumping into a shader. Give me another stupid idea. Because like once I get it, I'm like, okay, yeah, I did it. Like the Kanban thing is done.
I'm trying to think of a way that, something we can ask it, where, because reading that message about like, oh, I'm using the wrong endpoint.
Yeah.
It's like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like,
these are all my I created these problems. I know I did.
But yeah. Like, why shouldn't it know what endpoint to use? I mean, that's kind of my point is, like, how do we get it to you know, if we can't control the endpoints, you know, is there some like, can we ask it to generate an open API spec on the API?
Probably.
And like put it in the like that would be helpful if it could do that, because and then if we could ask it to regenerate the spec every time something changes with the API, then we would have a lot less of these like, oh, I don't know how the API works.
Yeah.
You know, like, because it can just look at the open API spec.
Yeah.
And say, be like, oh, if I want this data, I need to, you know, get it from this endpoint. But I think that might be something to ask their support. Is like, how do you know? Is there some, you know, spec or some way to look at what the API is, so that the front end knows how to work with it? And like, how do you regenerate, like, when something changes, how do I regenerate that spec? I'm like translating, you know, to you to ask
how to regurgitate. I know.
Yeah,
something's going to get lost in translation, I'm sure.
Like trying to tell a non-technical person to ask another non-technical person, you know, something technical is so it might, you know, it might get lost in translation.
Easy. I can do that. Not.
Yeah, we need a Postman, or we need Open API, some, you know, because looking at that code that I didn't see any API code, so it's all, I think the API is just like loaded in somehow.
There we go. Let me push, see if I can get detail. Okay. And here we go again. Edit. Nerd. See. Expected string received null.
Hey, type errors. Nice.
Yay. Let me see if I can get like more detail here. It used to, I swear to God, it was a keyboard shortcut that opened up the console. Save changes. There we go. See, it kind of works, ish. Oh, what can I build? What can I build? The Combine was just, it was so inspired. Those are the stupid things that I like doing.
Did you see that Gemini can write like children's books?
Yeah. I think it's a gem.
A gem, yeah. I've done a couple of those. They're fun to do.
See, and that to me is like kind of the fun of just doing stupid things. Like I'll play it for 5 minutes and I'm good. You know, I'll fiddle with it and then I'm good. I don't need these to be like a lot of these things just to be these end all be all. I want them to work, right? I want them to be fun, but I don't want to like keep iterating ad infinitum. Just make them functional, because I'll play with them for 5 minutes and then be good with it.
Yeah. Fun little ideas.
Yeah, fun, stupid, like throwaway ideas. Found the issues. Profile validation schema now accepts null values for all optional fields, which should fix the saving error for images. Checking production database, see if images are actually being returned by the API. They should be, because they were. They were working. Everything was working fine with the images and stuff, and then suddenly it changed. Fix both issues. Profile welcome to programming. Profile validation and null values. Image display now properly handles relative URLs in addition to absolute URLs. That was apparently the problem. Makes me feel good about this push.
I sent you something in Discord.
Why? Why did you send me something? Term weather. Oh, neat. That's cool. Look at that. What API are you using?
I just told her to use a random public one.
Oh, that's wild. I love that. I'm going to steal it. Because I did one. Oops. Where is it? Weather. Oh, I'm under games. That's why I was like, where is it? I got to be on the right one. Whether or not. So this should work. It's also using public. This was Vibe, it was an earlier one, but yeah, you can search for a city. It's using public data. Can't remember which one, but here, let me show you another one that I got. I can just view the code. I can fetch the code using a CORS proxy, basically. And so instead of view code, I use the web page to view the code. Isn't that wild?
View source.
OpenStreetMap, yeah. OpenMedio. Yeah. What's that?
It's the view source generator. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the view source generator. That's kind of what it is. Push to prod, edit, eek, nerd.
Well, if this works, I'm gonna call it. I think
Yay! Profile updated.
Yay!
All right, it should work. That should work. And then look at that. Images now work.
Nice.
Yay!
Hallelujah! Okay. I'm feeling good.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it. Don't look at it. Don't breathe on it.
Don't breathe on it.
Bugs. Yeah. Don't.
Don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to. I mean, as I continue to iterate and add, different features. But yeah, welcome to Vibe Coding 101. The one thing that I need to do is get and I haven't. It'll be kind of a last mile thing. I've got points for like a super user. I haven't assigned myself as a super user yet in the database. But kind of like being able to look at logs and kind of being able to delete and manage every account and everything. But that's probably close to the last mile. it's not the first thing. I want to test a lot of these front end things. But see, what's so cool about this is that you can see what people are, there's the recent, recommended, yada, yada, yada. But, what's cool is like I can see it, I can go to it, try it, and go, yeah, that was pretty fun. I can even celebrate it. And I can say, yeah, I love it. And then that chalks up to his thing. So that's where I have to, okay, so analytics is not working.
I'll get my stuff added.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna head out, I think, for the evening.
All right.
Thanks for hanging. I really appreciate it. It really adds a lot of color to, and guidance to what we're doing.
Yeah.
Or what I'm trying to accomplish.
Happy to help. Try to fix things.
I will. I'm going to break things, but then fix things too. Yeah. So, and hopefully get more credits. Like if I'm able to get, other people using and that kind of thing, which I need it, or I'm going to have to upgrade. I mean, I have, much of a choice. Otherwise I'm just like, I got to wait another month. I'm like,
yeah, wait. Like upgrade the Gemini Ultra before you do.
Yeah, but for this though, I can't change the model. I can go to max, but I can't change it to, my own, thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and then the app is stuck in Mocha. And
it's not stuck in Mocha. I can export. Here, where is it? Publishing assets. I think. No, those are the assets I uploaded. I know I can export to GitHub. I know I can.
Okay.
Publishing, default domain. Yeah, it's not.
So then I spent another 4 hours trying to get it to write the song.
Write the song?
Comment.
Oh.
I know. I swear to God, I can export.
Well, I mean, there's so much more to it.
Data?
After you export it, like, well, okay.
Yeah.
Getting it,
but it's not there. I don't need it to be exported yet. Like it's not. I want to be able to prove that it works. Before I go that deep.
Yeah, or you just live with it, and we work on another site, on some other tool next time, Yeah, you just gotta walk away and be like, all right, I'm good for.
Well, here's the thing. I would like to at least get this to the point where people can really start playing with it.
Yeah.
You can. It does work. Some certain things are still a little kind of broken, but like a lot of I feel like if I look at my list, I think MVP is pretty darn close.
Cool.
Like really close. Like I've got a couple things like, yeah, I mean, I really, yeah, I've got a few things that I want to do.
I would do that. Sure I would do that quite a bit, Big Cheeky. I'd essentially fail in one AI, and then I'd go and submit it to another one to solve the problem, and then go back to the original AI and tell it what was wrong.
Have it like cross-check each other. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'll if I don't leave now, I'm gonna be like,
all right, go.
Yeah, all right.
See you next week.
Yep. Bye.
There you go.
You're like, you silly model. This is what was wrong.
Oh, what's this? What the hell did I get? Oh, whoa, what's this? How the hell did I open that? I opened a log somewhere somehow. Oh, there. Whoa, cool. I've got my own logs. Oh, he didn't even see this. Oh, that's wild. Okay. Close that. We'll hold on to that. Notifications are showing up. 3. And I got to go to the analytics page. That's where I got to go. Profile. Oh, I just do analytics.
Well, that, and some of them just need a little bit of help sometimes. Not necessarily that they're bad, but they could have been worse off at that one type of task.
There we go. Looking at these 3 issues, analytics page crash, missing notifications, endorse status errors.
But yeah, Chris, back to what I was saying before. So did you, were you more on the hopeful side when you first started doing all this? When before you started going into Gemini and all that, did you think that it was ever going to reach this?
I didn't know. I mean, I heard about it. I'm like, boy, that's kind of crazy. But I thought, I'm not a developer. Like, how am I going to be able to navigate this shit? It was in the early weeks of I knew about it, and people were talking about it. I'm watching the big blow up of Cursor, and Klein was another big one. And I was watching someone do it. I'm like, God, that just seems so overwhelming. I mean, with the command line and all that stuff, I'm like, I just don't know if I can. It's just biting off way too much. And I was like, let's see about creating web pages using Manus and Claude and all these different apps. See which one does a good job. And Gemini back then kind of sucked. And then the night that they launched Gemini, the 2.5 Pro preview, was the night that I basically vibe coded the Perillo.com.
Right.
I'm like, I could do this, right? And that's great. And then the arcade kind of evolved out of that. I'm like, okay, I can make these if I sort by. I woke up. Hang on, let me sort by newest. Wait, I don't want newest. I gotta add a couple of things there.
Oldest to newest or something.
Yeah, old. I gotta add that, and I also want to add something else in the search filtering. I'll get to it. Actually, I can do that now, I guess. But I remember waking up the next day and saying, okay, make a retro game where blocks fall and you have to avoid them. And
that was the first one I played of yours, actually.
This was the literal first true thing. That's why I saved it. The first true thing that I vibe coded, right? I'm like, okay, make it do this, make it do that. Have it do that, have it do scan lines, do this. I fiddled with it forever because originally it was sitting inside this virtual television set, and I just couldn't get the graphics to work the way I wanted it to. I said, make it work like an Atari game and that kind of thing. And as much as I would love to go back and redo this, there's just something about not redoing it. Yeah, this was it. And then they get progressively faster.
Right.
You can move faster, or you move larger jumps, and they drop faster, and then you got to try to avoid, and then you get a high score. And then
you remember when we first started talking, I was still on ChatGPT.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I was still using. I actually had not gone over to Gemini because I was aware of how bad it was.
Yeah, it was not good. Gemini was not good. Oh, but this is a game. It works. You have to be careful because but you could share it out on X, and it loads a thing. No one's ever done that, really. I think 3 people did. I'm not gonna worry about that, but I haven't gone back to it ever since. I haven't added something like that since. Let's go here. It's still building. Linux API now returns correct structure. Notifications now created for all user interactions. Fix the endorsement endpoint 500 error. Database columns endorser user ID, not user ID. Looks geeky. Okay, so I need to.
This is a very minor thing, but you might want to be aware of. For my description, if you make it 2 lines long, it'll make the module offset from all the other ones.
Wait, for what? Wait, hang on. Are you sharing?
So like my micro empires there.
Give me a second. Micro empires. Oh, I see. It's a larger card.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Exactly. Yeah.
If anything, we'll just have it'll have to clip. Like maybe just clip it at the first line. I can add that. That's a UI issue.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
It's nothing. It's nothing important right now. I'm just
No. I mean, but thank you. Cards. Truncate at the end of the first line. Truncate the description at the end of the first line. There's a couple other UI things. I'm just kind of collect them. Let me try. I'm trying to push an update to analytics and check your notifications too.
Okay.
In a second. No, we're not there yet. It's publishing. So don't refresh yet. Try analytics. Yeah.
Yep.
Total recommendations, total views, total projects, profile, and then what's the other one I want? Oh, notifications. Oh wait, hang on. It says notification. It says I have no notifications.
Yeah, I don't either. Do you want me to try sending you another message?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Does it have notifications on cards?
Oh, your system 6 has an error for the picture.
What? Oh yeah, I wonder. Oh, give me a second. I saw there was one that had an error, but I never got to it. System 6.
Yeah.
It didn't pull in the right card, so. Give me a second. Does it have a? Give me a second. I wonder if it has. If it has an image in here, and it should. Yeah, it had it. Oh, that's why. Fascinating. So I've got to update that too. It found an error. Oh, God. Because I had to update this manually because it was too big. That is fascinating. Okay, I may have fixed the 2 problems that I ran into. That's great. Oh, that is crazy. That is crazy.
Oh, printer on. Something you might want to be aware of is that they did put in, and I'm trying to think of exactly how what they named it, but basically you can go to AI Studio, and they have a new way of analyzing images. For things like that, you may want to look into it. It's called agentic vision.
Arcade. Fix this. Oh my god. This is why there's, oh my god, this is crazy how this did its thing. Okay, so there's no JSON in here. Twitter card. Okay, so system 6 should now work. But I have to kind of manually force it. I know why. I know why it's not working. But it actually pulls it gave me two. I have 2 bugs now that I have to kind of work through, which is fine.
I think only my screen is showing on the screen at the moment. I don't know if you.
Oh shoot! Sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Sometimes when I get going, then it's like, no. I don't want to do that. Where is it? This one? Nope. Which view do I want? That's the view. View page source. There we go. No. There we go. There we go. Ha ha. It did work. Okay, great. Thank you. I was like, I wonder what the F that was. Okay, great. Here in the on the profile page, put the tag for the user.
Oh, that's interesting. Did they put a placeholder image?
Give me a second. Who?
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I have a placeholder image. Yeah. I've got a fallback. Yeah. I programmed the fallback in the console on the profile page. Put the tag for the user. Like emerging.
What was it called again? That app that you made that puts out it's like a flip letters, and it puts out the articles or the headlines.
Give me a second, I'll get it. I'm setting Mocha on. Yep. It's hilarious. Use your cut.
Oh, you've been iterating it?
Yeah. See here, new weather, New York. That's hilarious. Does the weather, does it change depending on the weather?
Yes.
Okay, so like rain, snow.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Night,
it should
day.
Do all of them, yeah. I don't know whether it does night or day. I didn't program that in, but it's possible.
Day.
You know, you put in Russia and it just, you know, the snow just covers all the houses.
It's just everywhere. So I'm looking at it. I need. So if I hit escape, there's a bit of a glow. Scan line. Here I go iterating. What is another thing? So it does centigrade or Celsius.
I also have noticed that, you know, when I do try to add sound back into my programs, they don't just crap out like they used to.
Oh, yeah, it's been a lot better.
I wasn't really sure if you noticed that or not.
I have. It's definitely improved.
At one point, I want to just like make a graph and just like mark down all the different changes and when they were like a timeline, and just see like how close like the different changes are to one another. Really track how fast all these changes are happening. Like, I know they're fast, but you know, it'd be interesting to just see it in a visual.
Yeah. I'm changing a few things around, some visuals, some other things. I'm going to try to get the notifications working.
You might want to add in maybe a version number. So like
I don't like doing version numbers. I know. I mean, I haven't done it. I just haven't. I typically won't do version numbers.
Will you do like any kind of just a thing in terms of showing that the app was updated?
What do you mean?
Well, because I know you don't typically go back, or you know, very rarely that you do go back.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I have. I don't. I mean, sometimes I will have updated. Everything here is always up to date. On GitHub, they're not always up to date.
Right. But I just mean like in case like app got updated in your network or something that you were seeing, they were like trying to track or something. Let's say I put an app on there and then I updated it like, you know, 3 weeks later.
Well, so for this, you'd be. I mean, I know what you're saying, but like, I think it would just be a manual thing, because the idea is right now you'd go to the project page, and so that would have the information on it. This is just the name.
Well, I guess I mean
I
that
know
would
what
go
you're
in
saying,
like your
posted,
notifications or something,
yeah,
right?
I see what you're saying, like posted or updated. That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, but it could lead to spam. Well, but then you could always unfollow. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta think about this one.
Right.
I think we can easily add the date posted and the date updated though. Okay.
Maybe put like a, I don't know, maybe put like a blocker on like how often you can update or something, like every week or something.
I'm not gonna.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about throttling right now. Like these are good problems to have, but like it's
I just
not
meant like to combat spam.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. You can update all you want. You're not spamming anything. If I'm not pushing out the notifications, you can do whatever the hell you
It
want.
doesn't matter after that. Yeah, right. But
yeah, I don't want to, because that's what I'm saying. Like, I gotta. I mean, I gotta really think it through. Like, is this really going to? Actually, can I? I can. That's hilarious. I can easily take a screen grab of the page without actually doing it. That's hilarious. It's so funny. All right, let's see here. Okay, now what you're saying, the flip text?
Yeah. So you remember that app that you were working on for a while, trying to go and make it so that you had those notifications of like different events that would happen, and they'd go on that Flipboard.
Flipatron.
Yeah. I couldn't remember what the damn thing was called. And my main point was that I wanted to try and make something like that, but for my Stream Deck.
Yeah.
But like, because it's like a physical device, it's like on my desk, but it would be like perfect for something like that. I'm not sure if I'd be able to do it out of the keys that I have on it though, because I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 across and 4 down. I don't think I have enough real estate for it.
Okay, gonna add these two things because I've run into these problems myself. So, see, these logs are helpful because, like, instead of going thinking, like, okay, what are you doing? Like, I need to know what you're doing. I can actually see. It doesn't show me exactly what it's thinking, but I can at least see what it's doing. Adding lines, taking out lines out, etc.
Right.
There we go. Oops. There we go. Look, it's a moon.
Oh, nice.
Wait a minute. Click the top. Oh, they're clear sky. Location Seattle. Click the toggle. But hang on. Q. Put in the upper right corner that. Wait, just a second. Nope. AQ. Okay. Hang on. Something.
I have no idea whether you'd like this or not, but maybe during the clear sky, put like a shooting star every 10 seconds or so.
Yeah, that'd be funny. The stars are moving. That's what's interesting. The moon isn't, but isn't that funny? You put a moon in there,
right? Kind of wish it did a little bit better job on the house.
That's fine. It works. Put. I'm really making this pro. I'm putting way too much thought into it, which I'm prone to do. Oh, there we go. It's always dangerous when I do this, but oh, local SST, yeah, STT. True dat. I really don't talk things out as much as I type them out. I feel like I can synthesize better. Maybe I'll, go to a different point in my life at some point, but there we go. Okay, so now I got to find system. Go.
No, it definitely can be. I use the voice assistant quite a lot. Big Cheeky, have you used Notebook LM yet? Yeah, it's pretty good.
On a
yeah, and I don't really care too much about privacy.
Hey, check your notifications.
All right.
Let's see if nope, still have no notifications.
What? I do. I got one.
What do you have?
I got Chris Perillo started following you about 4 hours ago.
Follow me.
Okay. No, I think I did already.
Did you? Check again, because I had to redo a lot of shit.
Here, I'll unfollow you and then follow you again. There you go.
Hey, look at that. Started following you in about 8 hours. 8 hours ago, was it? That doesn't sound right.
No, definitely not right. Oh, no, they got me. Oh. Yeah, I wonder what it's going to be like when they start adding other podcast voices in.
Where's the flag? I can't see the flag.
Listen to all your podcasts with Chris Perilla's voice.
Don't do that.
Yeah, what's interesting, Chris, is it not only makes that podcast, but it gives you a little button where you can talk to the podcasters.
Oh wow! You know, I think I played with it briefly.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting tool. I know it got really popular.
Oops. Here we go. Establishing satellite link. There we go. It's all randomized and more. Temperature, pressure, humidity, direction, wind gusts. Feels like
The hell did you make here, Chris? I like it.
what?
You're what is this called? Sunspots?
Which one? Hang on, I've got. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, you missed that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was a fun one. Like you can generate planets, I mean suns, basically. I saw someone post a visualization on Twitter, and I took the base and just iterated the hell out of it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Isn't that wild? Isn't it really cool?
Makes me think I'm looking at like a supernova or something.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty wild. Okay, so there we go. Okay, how are we doing over here? Smart search. All is all. Oh, sweet. Okay. In toys. There we go. That works. Random, newest, oldest. Great. Done. My God. All this would have been impossible. I'm sorry, but just like absolutely freaking impossible. All right, there. The arcade has been updated. You can now sort newest, oldest, random, and then when you search for like tools, let's say sun, then it'll tell you like you're in the tools category, but it's in toys. So it'll pull up the results, even if you're not in that category. Because I was running into that problem. I'm like, oh, that's right, I forgot to switch categories. So I'm basically making it stupid simple.
Right.
And the funny thing is, this is the hilarious thing. I remember it surprised me that I could do something. I mean, some of these are just so basic, but like that I could get the Star Wars crawl working as early as I did, the Flapament as early as I did, the grass, Tenorion, all these. I'm just like, oh my God, like this was way early on, and I'm still able to do it. This is over a year's time, right? But yeah, it's just crazy to me. It's crazy. Crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Here we go. More.
Not give access to that, or something else using it. Something else might be using it.
Okay, here we go. Publishing. Pushing out a new one. That's done. Fix that. App was published. Let's hit refresh. Yay! I gotta fix that. That's next. What do I need? Notifications.
Yeah, there it goes. There it goes.
Well, there are no errors, but that's good.
Yeah, so this is a sign language learner app that I made. So on the long side. Wait. Let's see. Yeah. Side, like that. No, make a fist. Yeah, then for A again. Pinky in there. Okay. Correct. Oh, that was correct. Okay. Open hand.
Let's see if this other bug was fixed. Go here. Oh, wait, go here. These are like edge cases, but like good edge. Oh, that works great. Okay. No.
L shape. I think some of these are not getting this as well as others, but yeah, it could definitely be improved upon. But it's, I mean, it's there for the most part. It's interesting how well this tracks my hand, though.
Yeah, I tried fiddling with it, and I couldn't get it to do all of them.
Yeah.
So I was like, eh.
Yeah, like this one's not, it doesn't seem to be working out well. L. But it's, I can't get it to work, but yeah. If I iterated on it a few more times. Oh yeah, can disconnect, yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea, Big Cheeky.
Oops. As I was testing over here.
So this is a peer-to-peer whiteboard. So I could invite someone over to it, and then it would show them exactly what I'm doing, as well as vice versa.
Okay. Somewhere over here. Somewhere over the rainbow. See if I can get this A. Where's sure.
Yeah, I had experimented around with making it was like an interactive story-based game where you essentially could and chat as well could essentially choose the different paths that you want to go down, and it'll change and generate a picture based on which path that you choose, kind of like those adventure text games, but it'll generate pictures to go along with it. It had a voting system where the users in chat could pick between two different options.
There we go. I've iterated. Man, what terminal weather? Retro term? Like what's a good weather term? Storm front and what did I call the other one? Whether or not? I thought it was funny. Whether like clear skies. Wait, hang on.
Need to vibe code a name generator.
For what?
For the app names.
Yeah, no, I usually just have it brainstorm for like, different we can call this.
I'd be like, describe this app, and then I'd put that description in the program and it would just make a name.
Yeah. ASCII weather, it's so basic. Here's skies. Called Stormfront. It'll pull up the search will pull up the when I get it done, it'll pull up the description on the page, so it'll look for that. It'll search for titles and descriptions.
Right.
Yeah, see whether or not local. Oops. Added unread notification. Added endpoint. This is probably where I blow shit up. What the hell are you doing, Gretchen?
I do use your web prompter on my prompter sitting in front of me.
Oh yeah? Oh, that's great. Hey, Mighty Bean. Oh, great. We got a raid. Sorry, I'm vibe coding, everyone. I'm creating a full-fledged platform for vibe coders. You gotta check. You want to see it? Here, check it out. You can actually sign up. It works. Working through some bugs, working through some kinks, but when you go there, you get your profile. You log in with Google. You can import projects from GitHub, or use a JSON file for a mass import, or you just simply add a project. You can follow people. Right now, and you get recommended by. So yeah, this is a place, Mighty Bean, for you to publish like random shit that doesn't really go anywhere else, but you want to like get more, attention to it or whatever. But I'm using Mocha as the platform because it's very user friendly. Because I'm not a dev, right? I'm the opposite of y'all, and it works. I mean, it's basically I've gotten effectively on my way to what I feel is an MVP. It's a working MVP in the sense that I'm onboarding people. In saying, okay, come and use it, see if we can pull up some bugs, see if I see bugs, et cetera, et cetera. Mighty Bean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be pretty. It doesn't, hang on. If you go to, I'd have to log out, but like, it's not about being pretty. Doesn't care. It doesn't matter if it's pretty or not. It's something. My sprints like, did I make it epic? What's my velocity? I work fast. I can tell you that. I'll run out of credits soon, I'm sure. Fixed content, added unread notification, unread endpoint working. Added parse mentions. Fixed console. Let's see if I blew things up with these changes, because like anytime I start making UI changes, it's like, oh, by the way, my arcade page with my vibe coded apps up to 200, I redesigned it. So yeah, you can check that out if you want. It is up to date, and I actually made some changes tonight. But yes, that's We're doing an Amazon gift card, $100 Amazon gift card giveaway for the February 19th virtual event. So you could register for that, participate, maybe get some money, maybe. And see here, we vibe code tonight. Pixel did a weather, like an ASCII weather app I was just showcasing. I don't know if you saw that. And then earlier, Shane talked about like, what about a bad Kanban board? So this is a Kanban board that sucks and it doesn't work and it's broken. And it's got things like, we need to table the solutions. We need to leverage the ecosystem. Action solution with zero latency. Reorg the granular synergies. We need to bootstrap the silos. It's just a horrible Kanban. MakerDeck IRL was definitely postponed. This is definitely not. That's not, yeah. Give me a notification. Notifications. Nothing's there. I'll have it dive in deeper, but first. Okay, I can't see my console. And then, but if I go to yours, can I see your console? Yeah, I can see them leave a message. Console also missing on other profiles. Person who does programming uses prompt coding. I often respond to the AI, why did you do it that way? Yeah, you're right. More efficient. I know, dude. Like I think like a product manager though, which, you know, for vibe coding is kind of a boon. Getting something going and bootstrapping it in the beginning is going to take, I think, a little more money up front. But if I can get it working and ready to go, I just don't know if I'm sold on the idea of the name yet. Fix TypeScript errors. Wait, hang on. Let's see if I'm getting any other errors here.
Yeah, another way you could do a disk is when you're vibe coding is you could ask it to, you know, tell you before it makes any changes, like what it's going to do.
Yeah, which I don't do. Oh yeah, I've got to check out.
It's different when you have an idea of, you know, what it's actually doing. You know, when it explains it to you.
Oh, it's a 404 not found. So there's an endpoint that was changed.
I've experimented with it a little bit.
I'm going to enter chat mode because I'm going to see what it's going to do before it does it. Let's see here. There's one more thing I needed to check. Oh. This one, edit.
No, I just don't have a face.
Look, it worked. It pulled up the new. Oh my god! 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 That was, you know, as like just bug, it just kept running into a bug. That actually, this bug that I just fixed was a bug that was actually on my page, which is just interesting. If the OG image 404s don't there we go. A little bit of logic there. It's nice to have fixed a couple of those bugs. Gonna chat. Oh yeah, forgot about that too. Yep. Wait, I can't see the console. Console's hidden. Because it's 404ing, there's a new endpoint. Okay. I mean, gotta say, I got pretty far in a day's time. $70 in, having a working pseudo prototype. It's not bad. That's not bad, man.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these things were unthinkable a few years back.
Yeah, completely unthinkable.
And it's so interesting how fast we get used to things, too.
Yeah, totally. I mean, like I said, basically since I updated that batch from just the other day and updated everything here, I've got 15 new apps to upload to the arcade. 15. Not including some of these that I updated. I went back and updated some of these old ones that I just didn't like, and so I changed different. This is a completely different, and I may end up coming back to a couple. I was scrolling through. I'm like, yeah, I don't like how that worked. Like, this is okay, but it could have been a lot better. And these are older visualizations, so like they were different configurations, not nearly as extensive or expansive as I ended up doing inevitably with a lot of my newer apps. Oop, Voice to the Ring got published. Gretchen on Facebook. Share that.
I think I'm gonna head out here and leave you to it.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm out too. I'm just gonna keep vibe coding.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go silent.
I would, but I got work tomorrow.
Buddy, I feel you. I hear you, mate. No worries. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you soon. And like I said, I'll be the next big event. I think next Thursday actually is a more virtual event. So it's kind of the same thing, but we're going to be focusing on a keyword. So it's going to be more interactive.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Yeah, I got far. Thank you.